What it do, Fresh Fixers? We're back at it again. Another episode up and loading. As you can see today, I got quite a full house, hey? Yeah, we're doing this today. And I'm joined by my co-host, Bunala. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm amazing, man. I'm amazing. It's just windy, man. It's way too windy. I think this wind might even blow me into somebody's relationship.
Wait.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, before we actually get down into the discussion, I just want my fellow guests to actually introduce themselves. So I'm just gonna be passing the mic around, and we even have guests behind the camera. All right. So don't freak out when you hear somebody and then you don't see. All right. Yeah, but let's start from my right. Yeah, let's pass the mic over the side. Yeah.
Good day. I go by the name Michelle. Yeah, Michelle is Sufi.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Should I do this the professional way or unprofessional way?
What?
The professional.
Professional way. So let me switch it up. All right, cool. We're here at Nano Living, right? That's where it's at. I'm a Fresh Fig postcard. Singis. But yo, man, I am Umneti Koboka. I am a model, social activist, speaker, Tulma Donzela Foundation ambassador, Mr. South Africa finalist for 2021. I am also a facilitator, a life coach, and what else? Yeah, I think that's just about it.
Hi guys, I'm Caroline. Kosazane Gwadube. Yeah. Guys, hi. Namhlanje Shem, I'm glad to join Shem. Nam ngizokhuluma ngabo women. Women. That's what I am, Shem.
All right. Now let's head over to the people behind the camera. Let's go.
Hi guys.
Hi. Okay. Guys, don't be shy.
We don't want to introduce ourselves.
Why is that? Oh, that's why you're behind the camera in the first place, no?
Most ladies, yes.
Oh, shame. Right, guys, I need you to do me a favor, no? Whenever you're done talking, just switch off your mic temporarily.
Yeah.
Until when you want to say something, turn your mic on, so that we don't pick up on too much background noise. All right? Yeah. You want us to start again? I never. We are rolling. We are parat inside. Yeah. But guys, all right. Let's just cut down straight to it. What does it mean to be a young woman these days? The year is 2022. You see what's happening out there, all right? We have activists, we have feminism, we have all that, but the question still remains. What does it actually mean to be a young woman?
Can I start?
Sure.
For me, being a young woman basically means being. It means that I can be anything and everything that I want to be. Yeah. Because obviously, when we look back, women were previously disadvantaged and they couldn't be the things that they wanted to be. They couldn't express themselves. They couldn't do this. They couldn't work specific jobs. But today, you can do anything. You can get anything. It also means that I can like be the voice to those who cannot speak for themselves. I can express myself. I can be anything. Like I said, I can be anything and do anything. Yeah. Yeah, moving on.
You can be anything and do anything.
And everything.
Well, you guys can't fly though. Yeah. We don't know for a fact. All right. Let's go to you. What do you think? What does it mean to be a young woman?
Well, to me, like being a young woman is a lot of things, and it's a hard labor, cause we live in a criticism world and stuff, So, but then, as you know, women are very strong, but so we don't let like that thing to dwell on us. We keep on moving. And yeah,
What does that mean?
It means that you can stand for anything, even if when it's tough. We talk ka fa bogaleng.
Okay. Yeah.
So to add on to what Bonolo said, of course back then women were seen as imbogoto for enduring what they had to endure because they were suppressed, right?
Yeah.
So in nowadays we are imbogoto because we can be independent, we can do what we want. Although we're still judged when we do what we want, we're not afraid anymore. We're not suppressed because now we can speak out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like being a young woman is technically being who you want to be when you want to be it, regardless of what you're doing, regardless of what you believe in, and regardless of your values, because we all have different values. That's personally what I believe.
Woo!
Fire. I felt like it was personal, like that was that.
Yeah.
For some reason. All right. What about you? What about you, Nidhi? What from your perspective and what you observe? What do you think it means from the gents' perspective to be a woman?
From a gent's perspective,
From what you're observing,
Okay.
So
I think the women are the backbone of society.
Yeah.
Women are the backbone of humanity as a whole. And I personally feel like, from the sidelines, I feel like it's going to be a bit biased because I'm disadvantaged as a male. So I can't speak from a female's perspective or seeing it, because I can see what I see, but it might not be what it is. Do you know what I mean? But as for me, I just genuinely feel like women are the moral fiber of society, and deserve to be celebrated every day, man, and not just in the month of August. But personally, I genuinely feel like women have nothing to celebrate in the month of August, simply because of all the bad things that are done unto women. Yes, women are trying to achieve equality. Women are trying to be women in their own respective fields and spaces, without limitations of patriarchy or any gents for that matter. Do you know what I mean? And the scourge of femicide and GBV and all these things that eat away from women. Do you know what I mean? I personally just feel like women should be celebrated each and every single day, not just in the month of August, but more than anything, women are the backbone of society. And without women, I wouldn't be who I am today, because I was raised by a single parent, who is a woman, of course. So I think they shape and they mold society to what it is today. Yeah.
No. Big ups. You see, when it comes to the whole concept of actually women being the backbone of society, I feel like that statement is not even stressed enough.
Yeah.
Because what you gotta understand is that, guys, and don't misquote me or anything, but please understand that women are literally the professors of life.
Yeah.
What do I mean by that? Like, before a child knows certain things, what's right, what's wrong, anything like that, who's the first teacher? It's the mother, most cases, you understand? Woman, you understand? The morals, the values, and the ethics that are instilled at a very young age, at the fundamentals of life. It's that woman. So in a way, we can say women are actually the professors of life, But yeah, man, big ups to women. Hey, you guys should be celebrated every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes you even envy y'all, be like, if only I was celebrated as much as a woman. I'd be far, man. I'd be really far. Yeah, like I was saying, most of you guys here are students, right? And okay, unless you got them good and varsity, it's fine. We can't actually say we student. That's like I say, man, we veteran, like I'm part-time, pushing this thing. But yeah, cutting down to the question, what I want to know is, how has the transition been for you guys, especially girls, from high school and into the varsity space? What do I mean by that? Let me be elaborative on my questions, yeah? So what I'm asking is, you see, when it came to high school, right? You guys were more or less restricted in a way. Your parents dictate we are happy, we are scarsini and all that, right? But now you actually enter a space where you're fully independent, and now you're realizing, hey, you know what? It's all fake games now. To the point that you could even get approached by a person who's the same age as your folks, actually trying to lure you into something like that and all that. So what I want to understand is like, how has that actually, like affected your whole understanding of being a woman, as you transition from high school into varsity?
For me, I always knew that I have my mom to protect me.
Yeah.
I don't have to face anyone or anything. I just have my mom.
Mm-hmm.
When I got here, now and when they hear, like you have to tell them, like you have to decide for yourself your own thing. That was quite challenging.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is your mic on?
I think it's
No, check that. Is it on? Nah, turn it on. Okay, we get to the Kulu.
yeah, I'm driving Sasha. I always had my mom to protect me for everything.
Yeah.
When I got here, I have to make my own decisions. I had to know how to protect myself, man. Where I'm without you're wearing a mini skirt, when you do all those things, your mom was there. But now you have to like stand up and be you get those.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting it. All right. Anyone else?
Well, for me, coming here, I would say like it showed me a different side of myself. Because usually I thought I was an introvert, someone who would like stay in the house and stuff. But ever since I came here, it's like now I know myself, what I actually like, what I don't like, and it actually helped me a lot. And I've also managed to make friends.
just to add up on what Michelle is saying,
Yeah.
you get a sense of exposure when you get here. Like being a woman. Yes, we see our parents. But when you actually get to be your own woman, you'll be like, hi, cross I me like you have to be mama was saying, you have to make sure that you eat. And your mom used to do all of that back then in high school. She used to make sure what's in the cross I last time young. And I'm out telling like, God damn it, cross I pay 12. So yeah, I think that's what it basically did to me when I got here.
Yeah, it means be growing on yourself, on your own. It means independence. It means freedom, but also not only freedom. It doesn't mean you should misuse the freedom that you have.
It's being free. It's freedom with responsibility.
Exactly,
being responsible.
exactly.
Sure.
And not everyone can like be responsible. Not not everyone. So it's all up to you. What you do, what you don't want to do, you decide. You make your choices. Everything. Oh yeah.
Personally, yeah, I get the point of being responsible. Got that. Also, but responsible the whole time. I mean, we have to make mistakes, but
Yeah.
let's make mistakes. Let's learn. Magutsi, we are puza, we are tag, we are blocker, magbenjalo. So obviously, yes, it's growing up with responsibilities, but then again, also leave room for mistakes.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to make those mistakes so that you don't make them when you're older.
Yeah, exactly.
Free young and reckless. Reckless, yeah. For me, personally, before you were responsible, I feel like finally be reckless. Learn from my mistakes, grow, and then okay. Personally, since I've been here, my first semester, I got to know there are some decisions that I shouldn't have taken, but get to know ngizolungisa next year. Next year. Like next year. As for now, okay, okay. Bophelo ba go nna o liwane bo sona mama hayo ke reckless mara angikhuzwa. I do as I wish. If ngifuna ukuphuma ngo 2 a.m. ngiyaphuma kodwa ngizolungisa next day ngizoba right.
Now, okay, whilst on the very same note of being responsible, as young women and all that, hey guys, why is your gender always, fighting the accountability part? Like, hang on. like being accountable in certain things. It's like, I get it, be responsible. Having a responsibility is something else, but actually owning up to it and having a sense of accountability to it, yeah, now that's a whole different story at that. Why is it like your gender most of the time is actually hesitant when it comes to that part?
I don't feel that we're hesitant. No. Aye, so ilungisa ngaphakathi. Wena wayibomela wazi ukuthi we are accountable. No. Ngaphakathi we are accountable. Angiyisho.
Why?
But it's obviously it's us. We made the mistake.
Yeah.
We made the mistake. It's how our gender is. We made the mistake. So Bonnie, it's okay. It's a mistake. Yeah, we'll fix it within us. There's no need to portray it and be like, okay, sharp. I did wrong. I'm accountable. Okay, okay, you mistake. Manje, I'm being accountable. It doesn't make sense. I feel like you have to fix that internally, and then obviously the outcome of it is going to be seen. That's the whole point. You put in the work, and then someone else, you will see the outcome, and someone else will see the outcome. That's how I see it.
Yeah, but I am like a vocal person, so I choose to like tell you, okay, I know this is where I went. Obviously, I start by correcting myself internally, and then before maybe doing that, taking responsibility for my actions, I'll start by telling you, this is where I went wrong, and I know I was wrong, and maybe apologize where I can. Like, it's something that I pride myself in. I communicate with you. Communication is key. We always say it. So I start by apologizing to you and telling you, I hold myself accountable, and then later on show you, I am really sorry, or yeah, I take responsibility for that. I mean, with different people though, you deal with that like that your way, and then I do it like this. Yeah.
But with your point being put across, is that obviously the way you're saying it, I feel like you're saying it, if I have made a mistake, not on my side, but maybe I've offended someone. That's how I see that you're putting out your accountability of saying sorry and all that.
Yeah.
But what if the mistake is internally just focused around you?
Yeah. If it's like that, then maybe I'll do it your way. But like, if I offended someone, I prefer to like say it and apologize and everything.
I just want to know as well, do you guys like apologize to yourselves as well? Like, I mean, there are some wrong things you do to yourself.
Yeah.
Are you able to be like, I'm not as umbali, I have wronged myself in this way, and I am sorry to myself, but I will do better next time? Do women also?
We actually do.
Yeah.
Nah, it's fine.
So I feel like for an example, adding on to what Bunny said, I think we do. I feel like we can even put it in terms of a relationship. You get there, umuntu treated njengododa. Are you born? Obviously, you won't see it because now you're inside. Semathandweni, you don't see what this person is doing, and then you go and referring back to the transition in high school. Obviously, you were treated a certain way. You go into university. You know, princess treatment all the way.
Yeah.
And that's when you realize, good time, man. I settled for less.
Yeah.
That's when you realize, good to know, man. I was technically degrading myself based on my feelings.
Yeah.
I didn't put myself first. I put someone else first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And once you do that, and once you realize that, it means that you learn from your mistakes, you grow from them, and you're like, I'm never gonna do this again. And trust me, you will never settle for less
And
again.
thing is,
as much as you might even do that, sorry for cutting you in, but the thing is, as much as you might even do that, it's like sometimes you guys are still oblivious to red flags, but so pin this movie. Yeah.
and just to add up on what you guys are saying, Uguti, we do forgive ourselves because we know, Uguti, if you don't, it's gonna haunt you. Like, you're gonna be depressed. Depressed. So we forgive ourselves. Uguti, sure, it's fine. I forgive myself. It's okay. Bunny, do better tomorrow. I was not supposed to say my name.
Yeah, but okay, actually, it's a continuation from these questions, eh?
Yeah.
So guys, I just wanted to know, as much as you actually forgive yourself, as people, we can forgive ourselves, we can forgive other people, but at the end of the day, do we actually heal from these experiences? Because these experiences actually trigger phobias when it comes to certain things.
Yeah.
And now it actually now becomes unfair to someone or potential who actually comes through, please their case, but now it's unfair because you're going to be judging them based on the past. So now they're actually bearing the sins of a person they don't even know because you actually harbored that scar. So I want to know, do you guys actually heal from it?
Personally, we don't heal. I mean, I feel like we just work around it.
Yeah.
There's no other way but to work around it.
Yeah.
But then again, when obviously now we're imposing what happened in the past on someone else, I feel like also that person needs to understand on an emotional level. I mean, it's not easy. They haven't gone through what I went through. So then again, if the person is serious, then I feel like there needs to be some sort of halfway, we meet halfway, and like you understand that I will act a certain way if so you do something. That's an understanding, just a fair understanding is all I need. I understand that obviously I'd be wrong to obviously judge you based on what happened in the past, but you can't blame me because now I'm emotionally scarred. I'm working on it every day. Can you work with me? Eventually we'll get where we want to be. I will heal because you'll be helping me heal. You're part of the healing process. You get what I'm saying? You approached me because you saw something. So now you have to work with me. Good or bad.
But I feel like one mistake that women make is that they don't tell their partners, I'm healing, this is what happened, so I'm sorry if I make you feel this way because of my past experiences. I feel like that's the one mistake that we make. Because you'd be expecting a person to know automatically without you telling them, I've had this experience. But I feel like that is where we go wrong.
Because if we know guys are not saying, trust me, when we realize that you are healing, we run. We run. Not a traditional healer, not a traditional.
Next thing you help them heal and then they leave you for someone else.
Yo, Rob, you're just over there like
acrimony.
Then now we're actually now passing on our hurts and our scars, we're venting out on other people. You see,
Then it becomes a process.
It's a process. To some extent, guys, it has to stop.
We must not normalize that.
Yeah, it has to stop. Okay, now on the real, I've been meaning to ask this question. The general idea of you guys being approached, I know as a girl you're approached on a daily basis, unless you're zero. But trust me, even if you're 0.01, you are getting approached. One way or the other. So what I want to know is the general idea, is it actually, given the day and age we're living in right now, and everything that's currently happening out there, is it actually admirable, or is it kind of more frightening than admirable? Meaning that the moment the guy approaches you, do you actually feel a sense of, okay, I look sexy, that means he's coming at me with good intentions, or you're kind of like, okay, I'm scared, what's going on now, what's going to happen?
For me, nakiba skeptical. Like, why? Why, guys? No, why? Because of what's happening in our country. You'd get a gent approaching you, Ganti, or what can just probably do. I'm a smash, I'm a pass. Yabo, there's ganjalo. Yabo, utoluguti, approach her. Like what are your intentions, my brother? What are your intentions? What do you want? Tell me now, then what? Then what? So it makes it really hard for us to know. But now,
you hear me out. Nah? This is where I'm actually going with this. What I want to get is, I get the whole intention vibes and everything, but what I want to get is the idea between it being admirable and it being frightening. You understand? Because most of the time, if I'm sure you're humble one or you're walking alone down the street, and then a guy all of a sudden they start following you behind. What I want to get is that, as much as Umchita, maybe he might come up with a good intention, I just want to ask you out, know your name and all that, but from your end, how are you receiving that entire How are you processing that? Like, is it a threat? Is it danger? What's going on?
I feel like it can be like a bit of both, because like I think we can all agree, like as women we sometimes doubt ourselves, our beauty and everything. So when you wake up and you don't feel like yourself, you don't feel beautiful like yesterday or the other day, and then someone comes to you and tells you how beautiful you are, it's kind of admirable. And then sometimes when you get approached by an older person, it's kind of frightening, like yathosa. So that is why I feel like it's a bit of both, because as a woman you have your insecurities, you have your everything, and so when someone comes into and then they don't see that, you're like, oh, I'm actually yeah. So I feel like, I don't know if I answer your question, but I feel like it's a
manner of approach. Like how I approach you is going to determine whether it's admirable or if it's like frightening, or is it just like an in general thing? Like, so if I come to you in jail on a random day, are you gonna feel like good about yourself, or are you gonna
not
feel scared?
every day. Not every day. It's
Okay, makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah. I think it also, adding on that, I think it also depends on the aesthetics, bro. Think about it, depends on the aesthetics, bro. So if you're looking cute, you're handsome, you meet her criterion, okay, it's gonna be cute. But if you move into she's gonna find out as a sexual harassment, it's a threat. We're young too, to some point. Nah, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, so what? Okay, adding on to that, do you still want to add on?
Yes.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah.
I wanted to say. Yeah, I feel like preference also matters. I mean, like, if me I'm from yellow bone and a yellow bone approaches me, it's admirable.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that bone. No, I can't. I'm not saying it's my preference. I'm a yellow bone, but example, when a dark bone approaches me, it's gonna be like,
Okay.
I'll make a 9. Yeah, what? But then again, also adding on to what Bonono said when she said if an older man approaches you, I mean, like, preference also comes in role, because other people prefer older men. And we also have to, you need to consider this, that remember that a woman is older than her age mentally. You get it? So
cap. Sometimes
not even for real.
I feel like maybe back then that statement would have applied.
No,
but in
that's
this
not
day and
applies.
age,
It's still applicable.
applies.
It's still applicable.
I'm telling you, you can go and date someone your age. You realize what time you've done. I got sure. I got older. I'm just saying. I mean older.
Yeah. Just kidding. Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like preference will also is a determining factor on whether it's admirable or not.
Yeah.
So, but personally, if uzong share and gay. Saying special, I get to saying special young shell. So hi, nam so chabula. Okay,
At least I'll
exactly.
You're still awake. Stay woke. Stay woke. Yeah. So okay. Also, furthering down into this conversation and all that. Okay, what's the whole process behind? I'm trying to look for the English word. Imag.
5 seconds later.
No, so you see the manner of approach, like you're saying, right? I mean, in my mind, in my context, it's 2 series about people who are walking. Yeah. So what happens when it actually comes, or you're now getting followed by a car?
Ooh, obviously, it's scary.
Yeah?
Yeah, you.
Even if I can be cute, you're still skeptical.
If Taz Yaklandela, are you gonna feel scared? I'm just saying, but a flat woman will feel scared. If a Taz is following, but a Mercedes, like, the latest Mercedes, you're gonna feel scared. Mercedes, they mustn't lie. They mustn't lie.
Yeah, so all I'm getting from this, gents, make sure with the the aesthetics looks dope. Again, for us, la baba hamba nge 2 series, gents, and sure with Jordan, Air Force, into nakanjani, umnandi, yabona. Bazokunaka nje. Yeah. So guys, as women, has it ever occurred to you as young women? Because I mean, you guys probably might have attempted doing part-time jobs, vacancies, taking part in NPOs and all that. Has there ever been a time whereby you thought that if a certain opportunity was presented to you, you're only going to be considered if you're willing to do something to get it?
Yeah.
Let me rephrase. So all I'm saying is that as a young woman, has there ever been an instance whereby there was an opportunity, whether it be a job, you bettering yourself or something, right? But in order for you to have access to that opportunity, you are actually told that you have to be willing to do something for it. And you know what I mean by something. Ziggy ziggy hi. Yeah, the elephant in the room is quite nice, eh? I feel like people are just, kind of reminiscing and actually thinking very carefully to see whether they were actually presented with that thing, And trust me, guys, this can even extend to friendships and all that. Maybe before umuntu uzobamngana damn fit. Just push a benefits nyana mina now, young toy.
I've seen it happen with a couple of friends of mine, especially when they go to like my clubs.
Yeah.
And it's a thing of, look, okay, let's say we have our squad. This is our squad. Yeah, bro.
Sure.
And then Ubonolo wants to join us. So, okay, cool, let's go to Groove and whatnot. Then there's a big spender there. Now the big spender wants Umuntu. Yeah, bro. We all discuss about, let's push Ubonolo to the gents so we can get a something, And within that context of friendship, women do that. I've had a friend who's complained several times that her friends have attempted to do that, where they like try to sell her out so men can buy them drinks, food, or whatever the case may be, And it's quite, for me, it's shocking because I'm like, women should be together, and not perpetuate these things that are happening out there, So I've seen how it's affected my friend. I've seen how it's really triggered her. Friendships for her like a red flag. Like she doesn't want like friends anymore. And some females even prefer male friends more than female friends because of situations like this.
Yeah, it's actually going to come down to my next question. Like, but I just want to know, like, you guys have that experience, like you having to do something in order to get something?
So I've been working my entire varsity life. I've been working, and I've come across situations where I had to do or I had to compromise certain things in order for me to get that position, or not only position, or to just get that job or whatever. I remember, I'm not going to say the name, I used to work somewhere last year and they told me, Uguti, and I just got there 2021. How? But he gave me, no, we feel that you know your job and whatever, so mina ngiyaresign at December manje ngifuna ngene wena kule position yami, whereas ngithole kunabantu rera basebenzayo lapha ya.
Sure.
How ubhuti emakhoneni sekakhuluma iDor athi kimi I want us to speak. Ngithi sure, no problem. Did he not drop me here at Res and then he's speaking izinto zokuthi mawufuna ngikwenzele kahle nawe kumele ungenzele kahle. I'm like, and then I had to resign. Resign because I was not feeling safe. Imagine ngemsebenzini ngigcoka ama mini skirts kanti khona umuntu obheka ibunza ami kanjani.
This is sad, man. You scratch my back, I scratch your back, but the uncensored way. Hey man, I'm sorry you had to go through that, eh? And trust me, there are many girls out there who are currently going through this.
Hey guys, can I just add? He even bought me alcohol because I guess they think you can easily buy and another thing, hypo guys.